Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I ask unanimous consent that all members have 5 legislative days to revise and extend their remarks. And I'm happy to stand here with my colleagues to honor our friend and our great colleague, Representative Ileana Ros-Lehtinen, who will be retiring at the end of the 115th Congress after more than 35 years in public service. I know I speak for everyone on both sides of the aisle when I say that we will sincerely miss Ileana's bright smile, strong leadership.
Objection. General leave is granted.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I know I speak for everyone on both sides of the aisle when I say that we will sincerely miss Ileana's bright smile, strong leadership, fierce advocacy for her constituents. Today we look back on her service with gratitude. We recognize her commitment to human rights, providing equal opportunity to all, supporting public education, and especially our nation's veterans. We recall our memories of her great sense of humor and wish her a fond farewell as she begins her next journey in life. Representative Ileana Ros-Lehtinen broke through barriers, becoming the first Hispanic woman to serve in the Florida State House and Senate, later rising to become the first woman to chair the House Committee on Foreign Affairs. Her record of service is beyond reproach. At the age of 8, Ileana's family fled the oppressive communist regime of Fidel Castro's in Cuba. This life-changing experience has guided her journey in public service and led her to remain committed to protecting human rights. Although I haven't had the opportunity to serve as long as other members alongside Ileana, the time I've spent serving with her has been inspirational and an incredible honor. One of my great memories with Ileana was a congressional delegation where we traveled to South Korea, Taiwan, and India to study the issues impacting the region and our nation's relationship with our important allies in Asia. Together, we met with U.S. servicemen and women near the demilitarized zone in South Korea, where we were received by and then later on, we were received by His Holiness, the Dalai Lama in the Tibetan community in exile in Dharamshala, India. During our trip, Ileana shared her experience in Cuba with me and her family's struggle and journey to the United States. Although struggle facing the Tibetan people is different than the suffering Cubans faced under the Castro regime, Ileana has applied her experience and firsthand knowledge on human rights issues, including the Tibetan autonomy and the Taiwanese independence, which were highlighted on our trip. While on the visit, Ileana was presented with a sash for the Order of the Propitious Clouds with a special grand cordon for her significant contributions to strengthening Taiwan-U.S. relations. I thought it would be fun to share just a cute story with Ileana as we were getting ready to give her this great award. As the Propitious Cloud, the Taiwanese government officials were placing her sash that she received on her, and as they were adjusting it and putting it on her, she was so funny. She said, "I haven't been through this since I was Miss America," which I thought was really cute. She worked as a teacher and a principal in the Miami-Dade County School. She saw firsthand stories of financial hardship, which eventually inspired her to run for office. Throughout her time in Congress, she passed legislation that helped thousands of teenagers go to college and fought for LGBTQ rights. Ileana has a servant's heart and championed issues that were of importance to her and the people of Florida. Although Representative Ros-Lehtinen may be retiring from her post in this chamber, we know she will continue to look for ways to serve the state and country she so dearly loves. Today, we join with her team and her family in recognizing her many years of service. We all wish Congresswoman Ros-Lehtinen, her husband, 4 children, and 5 beautiful grandchildren all the best in the next chapter. For me, personally, it was a deep honor to work with someone so committed to the greater good. The state of Florida, the United States, and countries throughout the world facing oppression are a better place because of Ileana's fierce advocacy and commitment to our most vulnerable.